Some men die, others are erased. 2 verses, that's all that remains of him. 2 verses in all of Scripture. Firstborn son of Judah, grandson of Jacob, the first man in the Bible that God himself executed. But Judah's firstborn, was wicked in the sight of the Lord, and the Lord put him to death. No explanation, no warning, no second chance, just gone. In the ancient sands of Canaan, where the sun burned hot and the weight of destiny pressed heavy on every soul, there lived a man whose name would be whispered only in shadows. His story is brief, his life fleeting, yet his fate echoes through the ages, a warning, a mystery, a tragedy. This is the tale of the man God erased forever. Our story begins in the book of Genesis, chapter 38, verses 6 to 11. A passage so short you might miss it, yet so profound it demands we pause. Who was Why did his life end so abruptly? And what did he do to earn the wrath of the Almighty? Let's step back in time to uncover the truth. Was born into privilege, the firstborn son of Judah, one of the 12 sons of Jacob, the patriarch of Israel. Judah was a man of wealth and influence, a leader among his brothers, destined to carry the lineage of the covenant God made with Abraham. As his heir, was raised with expectation. In the village of Adullam, where Judah's clan had settled among the Canaanites, grew up in a world of abundance. His father's flocks dotted the hills, and his family's name opened doors. But with privilege came pressure. "You are my son," Judah would say, his voice like thunder. "You will lead this family one day. You will honor God and our people." From childhood, was taught the ways of the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. He learned of the covenant, of the promise that their family would become a great nation. But heart was restless. The stories of altars and sacrifices felt distant, like tales told to children. He craved something more, something real. As grew, so did his appetites. The village of Adullam was a melting pot of Canaanite customs and temptations. Was drawn to the forbidden, secret gatherings under moonlight, where men drank wine, sang songs to foreign gods, and reveled in pleasures that would shame his father's name. He was charming, with a quick tongue and a quicker temper. To the people of Adullam, was a prince. To his family, he was a spark waiting to ignite a fire. To secure alliances and ensure his legacy, Judah arranged a marriage for Her name was Tamar, a daughter of a respected Canaanite family. She was beautiful, with eyes that seemed to see through men's facades, and a spirit as fierce as the desert wind. The marriage was a union of clans, a bridge between Judah's people and the Canaanites. But for it was a chain. Tamar was everything a wife should be, dutiful, wise, and eager to bear sons for But heart was elsewhere. He saw marriage as a duty, not a bond. Tamar's presence reminded him of his father's expectations, and that alone was enough to kindle his resentment. Neglect of Tamar was no secret. Whispers spread through the village. Was seen in the shadows, in places no son of Judah should be. Tamar bore the shame silently, her hope for a child, for a future, fading with each passing night. Rebellion grew bolder. He joined Canaanite rituals, mocking the God of his fathers. To him, the old laws were chains, and the gods of the land promised freedom. But freedom came at a cost. The Lord, who had walked with Abraham and wrestled with Jacob, was watching. Genesis 38:7 tells us, Judah's firstborn, was wicked in the sight of the Lord, and the Lord put him to death. His wickedness was not a single act, but a life turned against God's covenant. The text does not detail his sins, but the weight of the word wicked in Hebrew, ra'ah, suggests a heart hardened, a man who chose defiance over devotion. One morning, as the sun rose over Adullam, Er's strength failed him. No sickness lingered, no wound bled. His heart simply stopped, as if the breath of life was withdrawn by the one who gave it. The village awoke to find him lifeless, his face frozen in a moment of terror. Judah was shattered. His firstborn, his hope, was gone. The people whispered, "The God of Judah has judged him." Tamar, now a widow, stood in the shadow of her husband's death, her future uncertain, and God's silence was louder than any thunder. The death of sent ripples through Judah's clan. Genesis 38:8-11 tells us Judah instructed his second son, Onan, to marry Tamar and raise up offspring for as custom demanded. But that is another story, one of further tragedy and God's unyielding plan. Tamar would go on to play a pivotal role in the lineage of Judah, a testament to God's sovereignty even in human failure. But Er's name faded, a cautionary tale etched in Scripture. His life, though brief, reminds us that God's covenant is not a game. To reject it is to invite judgment. Er's story is a mystery wrapped in a warning. What was his wickedness? Perhaps it was pride, lust, or idolatry. Or perhaps it was simply a heart that refused to bend. We may never know the details, but we know the truth. God sees, God judges, and yet God redeems. The tragedy of is not the end. From Judah's line would come King David, and ultimately Jesus Christ, the fulfillment of the covenant rejected. Even in judgment, God's mercy weaves a greater story. Thank you for joining us on this journey through Scripture. Er's life was short, but its lessons are eternal. Until next time, may you walk in the light of the one who sees all.